Hey guys, Furum here, and today I am showing you the first snapshot for 1.9 15w31a. Now this snapshot adds a lot of new things, mainly having to deal with the end and with combat, because 1.9 will be called the combat update. Now let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to show you the new blocks. There's the purple block, the purple pillar, stairs, slab, and endstone bricks. Then the end rod, which I will show you. Now these have no special purpose aside from looking cool, I guess. And then this end rod, although you cannot tell now, it emits light. And if I change it to night, you can see that it does in fact emit light. Pretty wide radius, further than a torch, I think. Another new block is the grass path, which you can see here. When you right-click grass with a shovel, it will turn it into a grass path. And if there is something on top like grass, it cannot do it, so you'll have to get rid of that first. And this can be used for making just paths around the world without having to dig it and place something else down. And I think they will be replacing the gravel in these villages with grass paths. Another neat block they are adding is the dragon head. Now this, when you put it on, which you can, it is really big, as you can see. And then when you walk around, it chomps so you could eat everything up. Now, it doesn't have any specific purpose yet. You can place it down, you know, like this. And if you power it, its mouth will go up and down. I can show you better if you place it on top of something. See, its mouth goes up and down. If you break the torch while it is open, its mouth will stay open. Now for the new items. There are new things called chorus plants, which spawn in the end. And the chorus plants can only be placed on endstone. And what you can do with them, you can kind of build them up to look like a cactus. See? And when you place it to the side, certain things cause it to fall apart. And then the flowers can only be placed on top. And then when you break them, they drop these chorus fruits here. And then when you smelt chorus fruits, they become popped chorus fruits. And with these, you can actually craft the purple blocks, and you just do it in the same way that you would craft stone into stone bricks. So if you take 4 of these, you can make them into full purple blocks, and then you can make slabs out of these. And then with the slabs, you make the purple pillar. Now with more of these, you do the stairs in the same way that you do to make normal stairs. They have added new arrow types also. There's the night vision, invisibility, leaping, and so on for all of the different potion types. Well, they are black, and I do not know why. But they've also added this thing called the spectral arrow. And if I was to get a bow, and I shoot the spectral arrow, they highlight. And then if I was to go in the ground, I can still see them. Now this effect will wear off in a short amount of time, but this is great for seeing players through walls. See, it just ran out. And then the other arrows, for example, if we were to get invisibility, alright? And then if you press F, it puts it into your offhand slot, which you can also get to through here. So you can dual wield in this case, and they will be prioritized. And you can see that in the hotbar, the arrow actually draws back. So what can we test this on? Hello, villager. It makes them invisible. Another good use of the second hand is if you're mining, you can just right-click to place a torch without even scrolling. So in PvP, you could do some neat stuff with the second hand too. Like you could have a sword in one hand and an ender pearl in the other hand, and you could be like, you're fighting somebody, and then you run up, and then you just throw an ender pearl or whatever. And also, something else you could do in PvP, I'll show you in a little bit, with the new foods they added. So the new foods, which naturally spawn in villages, they're beetroots, and then you can eat these, and then they restore half a hunger each time, and then you can use, if you craft 6 of these with a bowl, it will become beetroot soup, which does 3 of the hunger bows, so it replenishes 6 hunger. And now, the course fruit also does something cool. With these course fruits, if you eat them, it teleports you somewhere randomly very close by. So, in the midst of battle, you could be swinging with your sword, eat one of these, and get out of trouble in no time. These fruits are going to make PvP a lot more intense, I think. And some changes they've made to other blocks so that when you place iron bows down or any type of glass not connected to anything, they'll just be these poles. So you can make some really neat lighting thingies on. And I was thinking, if we were to get the end rod again, can you place these on top? Yeah, see, you could do something really cool like this. Now they have added a potion of splash water bottle, which puts out fires when thrown. Also, maps, when held in the hand, are now little. And then when there is nothing in the offhand slot, they become bigger again. Now on to the new mobs. Or just one mob, actually. It is called the Shulker, and it is found in the new End City dungeons, which I will show you. They look like a block. And what they do, let me get a diamond sword to show you. Slash game mode is. So what they do, they open up, and they shoot these little things at you. Which, when they hit you, so if... Where's it going? Basically, why are they going up? When these things hit me, they give me a new potion effect called levitation. And the potion effects actually appear now in the upper right corner. And you can just get rid of them by punching them. And this could be a problem. You could die from fall damage, as I very nearly did. But these guys die faster, and they can teleport. But they die faster when... Nope, no! There we go. It was like a super fight. They die faster when you hit them when they're open. You see the cute little faces inside? Now, a change made to the skeletons is that their arms are down when they spawn, and then when you go into survival mode, they draw their bow back, and they shoot you then. And there's many skellies. Yes, there's a lot. Ooh, that was close. But see, look, now you can have proper skeleton arrow fights. And they can spawn with their bows in their left hand too. Now I'm going to show you the end, and a quick way to get there is to do this command here. It will spawn an end portal below you, and then you can just jump into it. And then, yeah, I went here and I died before. But then you will see that the pillars are in this shape, and the tallest ones have iron bows around them. So what you're going to have to do to defeat the Ender Dragon, you're going to have to... You can still shoot these with bows, but you're going to have to climb up the bigger ones and manually punch them. And then every so often, the Ender Dragon will go down to that middle part. You see the end portal is already there, but just not completed. Every so often, he will go down there, and when you are in survival mode, I think he will shoot fire at you, see? He's just staying there. And then you can kill him easier when he's there, because he's obviously closer to the ground. So, let me get close to killing the Ender Dragon, and I'll be back to show you what happens. So I have the Ender Dragon very close to death now. Now what happens when he dies, he does the normal exploding and going into very tiny little pieces, and he drops his experience, the 45,000 or whatever, but he spawns the portal here with the egg on top of it, and you will see this mysterious purple beacon light. Now, this is the use for the Ender Pearl Throne in creative mode, and I'm going to show you what is in there. It is actually another... But I just dropped that. It's actually another dimension where there is the dungeon with the best loots that is in Minecraft so far. So, we come into this dimension, and there's it already. Look, this is the new dungeon. It looks humongous. It's almost as big as the Ocean Monument, I think. And so basically this is the dimension, and it has these are the course fruits, and then so there is this, and there is also a pirate ship that always spawns nearby these. And then this one has a free beacon on it. But only if you can get past the shulkers, which do spawn in here. There's a brewing stand with instant health. And then this is a shulker here, see? And there's something interesting that you can do with the shulker. You can push him with a piston like a normal block, plus you can stand on him. See? But only when he's in this mode. Otherwise you kind of sink into him. But then if I was to push him, he just teleports whenever you do that. And so here's the beacon. It also has some obsidian in it. Now in these chests, see, look at this. These are the best loots of any dungeon so far. And in that big tower, which I will show you next, there's actually more. But the thing is, this is also the dungeon that's hardest to get to. So, in some of these levels, this is like the biggest one I've seen. There are chests that sometimes spawn up here. See what's in these. See, look, there's beetroot seeds, there's silk touch pickaxe, Bane of Arthropods 5 iron sword. And then in this room here, there's actually a lot of parkour that you could do in those shulkers to mess with you. This is actually, if you do all the parkour correctly, this is probably the hardest dungeon in Minecraft yet. But it also has the most amazing results. So it's definitely worth it if you can get there. And those are all the major things changed in the first Minecraft snapshot. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and would like to see me do more videos on these snapshots when they come out. And I will see you later. Goodbye.